Hello MPWF fanbase, this is the Royal Rumble 2010 that you are watching right now, ladies and gentlemen. And if you have just tuned into this part first, make sure you go back to part 1 and check out the beginning to this awesome show and the beginning to this awesome tag team matchup. And Shift getting back inside the ring now, as before the break, Dagger was able to make the tag to his partner. And now you can see Smoke on the other side trying to get Whisper back on his side. Like I said, this is surprising here. No team has given the Natural Disasterz a fight like this since being on YouTube. And now Whisper making the tag to Smoke here, and in comes Smoke, and Smoke with a punch, knocking down Shift. Smoke coming in the ring now and taking, missing Dagger, and Dagger reverses, and the crowd here in Washington going crazy. Come on boys, you can win this matchup. Now going for the cover, that could be it. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, oh no. Whisper just breaks up the count there. The Goth Society almost won the tag team titles, and now a reverse head scissors there by Smoke. How fast Smoke was able to recover, and Dagger again knocking down Smoke, and now Smoke getting pissed off, and now suplexing Dagger back inside the ring, but Dagger keeping back up, and the Goth Society ain't done yet. And now Shift heading to the top rope, and now over the clothesline of Dagger, and now Shift off the top rope, missing. Smoke moving out the way, using his agility. Shift going face first on the mat. 2, and Dagger breaks up the count. Thank God the Goth Society are still in this matchup. And now Shift fighting back, and Shift might need to make a tag back into Dagger again, which he does. Dagger's back inside this matchup once more, ladies and gentlemen. Now Dagger back to the top rope where he feels most comfortable, and a clothesline now taking down Shift, and now throwing Dagger off the top rope. Dagger took too much time on the top and didn't capitalize fast enough. And now turning him around to Smoke, and now Smoke here going for an inverted back suplex, and what a move there by Smoke, driving Dagger to the mat. And now Dagger, now Smoke trying to get Shift moving out the way here, and what a punch there by Smoke, almost knocking Shift out. Since Smoke needs to spend more time paying attention to Dagger, doesn't want these guys to sneak up a victory on these guys, and these guys won't be happy about that. And you can see Smoke believing he is in absolute control right now, as Dagger is groggy, and this is the arrogance of Smoke here. It's a Whisper on the other side of the apron telling Smoke to get on with the job, and what a drop kick there by Dagger fighting back. And now Dagger making the attack to Shift, and Shift of the Goth Society coming back in this matchup, and Shift taking down Smoke, and now Shift attacking Whisper, and yes, he hits Whisper in the face, and Shift, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, slice bread number 2. And that's it. Come on, make the cover him, here we go, that's gonna be it, ladies and gentlemen, new tag team champions. Come on, and Smoke just gets the shoulder up now. Shift making it, bouncing off the rope here, and now tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Oh my God, what impact there, as Smoke drove Shift back first into his knee. And now Shift taking a cheap shot at Dagger. Smoke taking a cheap shot at Dagger, and now Smoke going for the cover, and Shift 2, 3, and the Natural Disasterz have won the MPWF Undisputed Tag Team Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, that was one hell of a fight by the Goth Society. They did things I didn't expect. You can see throughout the replays, you can see how powerful, how athletic, how agile the tag team champions of Natural Disasterz are. It is unfair that men at their size are as athletic as they are. But look at the fight here in Shift, and then slice bread number 2. How Smoke kicked out of that, I don't know, but the resiliency of the Natural Disasterz is amazing. But that tilt-a-whirl backbreaker might have done something serious to Shift's spine. We could be experiencing another injury here in the MPWF. That's what happens when you compete at such a high caliber. And these guys, ladies and gentlemen, have retained the Undisputed Tag Team Championships, and the Cabinet are already one match down and gaining the top championships in the MPWF. They can have the top Divas champion in the Cabinet, the top tag team in the Cabinet. And now if Yamasaki Yoshino defeats Antonio Goldman tonight, they will have the Undisputed Champion and the top dog in the Cabinet. And then they will truly have all the power in the MPWF. And no one wants to see that whatsoever at all. Completely. No. I don't want to see it. The MPWF fanbase doesn't want to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a possibility it could happen. But we are heading backstage, ladies and gentlemen. So her name is Cleopatra, and she is one weird mama, ladies and gentlemen. But what we're about to go into next, MPWF fanbase, is the next major announcement that we announced on Sunday Night Metal that will be happening here in the MPWF. Raw and SmackDown will no longer exist after Wrestlemania. We will be changing the brands to MPWF War and MPWF Annihilation. It is all about original call, and we want to be as original as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, backstage is an altercation between Craig David and Joey Eagle. Oh my god, Craig David's had enough, and Craig David attacking Joe Eagle. And there's a brawl backstage, ladies and gentlemen. The tensions are running high here before the Royal Rumble. Each man trying to make a statement before they enter the 30-man Royal Rumble matchup. And Craig David and Joe Eagle have been battling each other for the last week. Want to get their hands on each other and cannot wait till later on this evening. My god, but up next, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Our second championship matchup of the evening. The YouTube title, as Systematic Carnage will take on Lethal Mathematics. As Systematic Carnage talk about disruptions. Has he ever disrupted the MPWF? On an MPWF Raw Episode 7, the first show of ours on 2011. Systematic Carnage chokeslam Lethal Mathematics' brother, Sean Sugar Shane Stevens, all the way to hell, literally. And since then, Systematic Carnage has threatened Lethal Mathematics and told him that he will take his soul after he wins this matchup tonight. And Lucifer, the Satan, the devil, will feed on it. And I mean, brash statements there by Systematic Carnage. But how can you stop a man this size? How can you stop a man this devilish, this devious? And I mean, now he's found himself Cleopatra, the Hellcat. Cleopatra took out Chandrella Johnson, so Systematic Carnage would have this match one-on-one with Lethal Mathematics, so there would be no interference. I mean, what about his boys, the Devil's Rejects, Kenpachi Toshihiro and Sato? So they could just be getting ready for their matchup later on tonight in the 30-man Royal Rumble. I mean, Systematic Carnage is still going to be a part of that matchup tonight, and so will Lethal Mathematics. Well, if Lethal Mathematics gets sent to hell, well, he's not going to be a part of that matchup. I mean, it is a weird situation between these men here in the MPWF, and Systematic Carnage, a weird cat. Definitely not your typical fella. I mean, Lethal Mathematics is going to want to punish him for what he has done to his brother. He wants to avenge what happened to his brother. Lethal Mathematics has matured so much since coming to YouTube, since leaving the Rated R Connection. I mean, since becoming the United States champion, now winning the YouTube title, becoming the first ever YouTube champion here in MPWF. Lethal Mathematics looks to defend this title tonight and defeat the seemingly unbeatable Systematic Carnage. His brother was able to do it. Was it by countout? Yes. Can Lethal Mathematics win this matchup by countout? Yes, he can. But I doubt Lethal Mathematics will want to do that. Lethal Mathematics is going to want to take the fight to Systematic Carnage. He's going to want to punish Systematic Carnage for what he did. Lethal Mathematics is going to look to win this matchup, and this Washington, D.C. crowd is cheering for the second youngest superstar here in the MPWF. This kid is so popular, and he has so much talent. It is just a matter of time before he makes it really big here in the MPWF. And ladies and gentlemen, you can hear the new song, Frontline by Pillar, for Lethal Mathematics, but Mathematics already attacking Systematic Carnage, rushing out the gates, wanting to beat the hell out of this big man. Lethal Mathematics is not afraid. He's looking to defy fear here as he fights Systematic Carnage. And now, oh, what a punch there by Lethal Mathematics, and they're going for the guillotine. And a guillotine, oh, almost choking out Systematic Carnage there. And Systematic Carnage not expecting this. Lethal Mathematics attacking him and not letting up. He's just going hard here. Just a barrage, an assault of attacks here by Lethal Mathematics. And he is not giving Systematic Carnage any breathing space, any breathing room whatsoever. And now Mathematics Irish whipping Carnage back into the ropes. And now, what a beautiful suplex here. And you can see him taking time because of the size. But nonetheless, he was able to get him over and drive his head to the mat. And now Lethal Mathematics telling Systematic Carnage that this is his yard, and he's going to retain the YouTube Championship and find his brother after this is all said and done. And there's Cleopatra on the outside of the ring. So we do not know much about Cleopatra at all. We just know that apparently she is the wife of Lucifer, and she is here. She is, you can smell her out here in the arena, dousing her red paint. And Lethal Mathematics descending off the top rope, driving elbow in the gut of Systematic Carnage, and he's still punishing him. And now Carnage fighting back down. Carnage trying to get his wherewithal here in this matchup. And now Systematic Carnage throwing Lethal Mathematics into the steel steps. As nothing but sheer impact as Mathematics went kneecaps first into the steps. And now Systematic Carnage throwing Mathematics back inside the ring. And what a clummy blow. A big time boot there on this kid. So Systematic Carnage doesn't care who the hell you are. He will destroy you. Hence his name, Systematic Carnage. I know Carnage going for a big power slam and driving Lethal Mathematics spine first here at the Royal Rumble. So this is a big CPV here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what a DDT spiking the head of Lethal Mathematics. And the Systematic Carnage was the